The vile and despicable landscape of the Western AAA gaming industry is, well, they're in the latter half of the mess around, and right now they are finding out. Now, we talked about this earlier this week with some of the more detestable individuals, but a couple of other lingering receipts that were out there was Western localizer for Square Enix, and well, it looks like Catherine Allison Kinewar, whatever, is no longer employed at Square Enix Holdings. Congratulations, fantastic. She was one of the many people who cheered on Charlie Kirk's assassination. He had some rather vile statements. I think it was over on LinkedIn. And the company is reportedly recruiting to fill her position. Kinewall has nuked her Blue Sky and LinkedIn accounts just recently. Yeah, and she's responsible for a lot of the dog shit changes in Final Fantasy XIV. Especially the Dawn Trail Woke Lamat trans character that was incredibly insufferable. Wow, imagine that. Another woman in gaming ruining the space for everybody in order to insert her own personal ideology. But hey, if there's any good to come out of the Charlie Kirk assassination, it's getting rid of a lot of these psychos, revealing them to light, and having them explain and show exactly who they truly are. It looks like we could have gotten to the bottom of who is the one to post the Bethesda video from Monday, oh, you don't care too much about fascists, just out of context clip, because even though I looked at the channel, looked at the page for Bethesda, I didn't realize that, yeah, Indiana Jones just put out its DLC within like the past week or so. So apologies on that one. It just hasn't done anything to drum up any enthusiasm. Like, the game is still being played by literally dozens of people on Steam, and nobody's talking about it at all whatsoever. But still, that promotion for the DLC wasn't included in that 9-second clip, but it still lingers. Who was the one to make the decision to put that out there? Who was the one who decided, you know what, Good Kitty would be a great title for this out of context? Oh, you don't care too much about these fascists, do ya? But once again, we have another community manager to take a look at, okay? Because, yeah, there's the clip right there. Obviously, I played it yesterday in the video I have on it. So, yeah, you don't need to see it. But we got Richard Stanford, okay? Richard Stanford, the senior community manager for Bethesda on Arcane Studios and Fallout. Interesting. I guess he's focusing all of his time and attention on Fallout at this point in time. But my tweets, yeah, belong to me. Whatever, man. I don't really care. But here's his LinkedIn page. Senior community manager at Bethesda Softworks. And prior to that, he worked at, oh, guess what? Ubisoft. Big shock on that one as a community manager, a community developer, and a community manager, and now a senior community manager since the beginning of 2024. Fantastic guy. So yeah, could it be him? Not entirely sure. Nothing is really concrete on this. But with everything we've seen, especially since 2024 rolled around in regards to rogue community managers, would it really blow your mind all that much? Time will tell. I would have to imagine. But yes, when it comes to official statements, even going back to Square Enix, haven't said anything about Catherine, well, their former employee, theoretically. Bethesda has remained radio silent on their video that they put up. And another game, another company, another studio that we highlighted in the form of Sony, Sucker Punch, and in fact, Ghost of Yotei, specifically one of their senior developers, they have not issued a statement on social media regarding, yes, a Drew Harrison denouncing her statements over there on Blue Sky, or any of the other people employed at Sucker Punch who liked and promoted that post as well. And they are so against posting a statement on Twitter, or X, however you want to refer to it as, it's always going to be Twitter to me, that yesterday they released a trailer, 1,000 Blades or something like that, trailer for Ghost of Yotei, as it is just simply a couple of weeks away from release, and they decided to duck out on X totally. Sucker Punch and PlayStation hide Ghost of Yotei trailer from X after former developer Drew Harrison celebrated the death of Charlie Kirk. Fucking scumbags. I had more than given this game the benefit of the doubt. I had seen the gameplay, I had watched the trailers, and I even watched this new one that came out, and goddamn it looks pretty decent, but I cannot in any good conscience support this game. And it wasn't even the most likely culprit to drive me away from supporting this game. Erika Ishii, like, I haven't seen anything come out from her. That fucking crazy ass activist who part-times is a voice actor, she has been remarkably quiet. I've seen a couple of memes, maybe falsely attributed to her, or maybe they have been, I just haven't seen them confirmed. But would I be surprised if she said something stupid? Absolutely not. But have I seen anything confirmed to be coming from her? Absolutely not. No. He had to leave it up to the fucking feminist replacement squad that removed all of the talented people that worked on Ghost of Tsushima and decided to stand on the shoulders of giants and piss on their neck. with Yotei. Fucking scumbags. But oh, as you can see right here, Ghost of Yotei trailer was added to X several hours after the article was posted. And yeah, hours after it was posted on both YouTube and Blue Sky. Interesting. YouTube dislike ratio, well, we'll get into that in a second. But as for the official post, like Sucker Punch, at least the time of recording, here on Tuesday evening, Sucker Punch official channel, yeah, they haven't put up the trailer. They left it up to PlayStation. And PlayStation UK, India is where I first seen it, but I wanted to see if the official, PlayStation page had it up. But yes, they have it right here. And well, things aren't going all that well. As you can see, not exactly getting that same type of traction, which I'm kind of thinking they were going for plausible deniability on this one by just going, oh, see, it is up on Twitter, but they wanted to go ahead and get it out there on other platforms because, at least right now at time of recording, this has been up for roughly 8 hours or something like that, and it only has 334,000 views, which isn't great for a PlayStation account that has how many millions of followers? Yeah, just about 43 million followers. Not great at all whatsoever. And as you could imagine, I mean, like, it's pretty much universal here. It's Charlie Kirk, or yeah, your silence is deafening. Here's my refund. Out of honor and respect for Charlie Kirk, no one should buy this game. Yeah, that's kind of the universal response to this. But controversy surrounding Sucker Punch Productions is not going away. Just days after reports surfaced of senior developer Drew Harrison was fired following her celebration of Charlie Kirk's assassination, the studio has dropped a brand new trailer for Ghost of Yotei. But fans immediately noticed something unusual that has been rectified. But still, it still is unusual that it took so long for them to post, and even the studio has yet to post the trailer themselves. Why they would take so long? Yeah, posted to YouTube and Pedosky. It has not been shared on X, one of the largest gaming discussion hubs on the internet. Yeah, exactly. New Ghost of Yotei trailer has been posted everywhere except for X, and neither PlayStation or Sucker Punch have posted it, but it is on Blue Sky and YouTube. They are basically telling all gamers on X that they are not welcome and trying to sweep everything under the rug, which is exactly what they still did, even though they waited hours after originally posting it, because, well, they just tried to funnel the response to other platforms. As you can see right here, the 1000 Blades trailer. And like I said, it's like the shit that we see, it's not a lot of gameplay, it's a lot of cinematics, and when you slow it down, some of the animation looks a little bit fucking janky. But the response, it's pretty much universal. Take a look right here. I kind of want to refresh this because, as you can see, the ratio 14,000 up to 26,000 down. Its fate has been sealed. But yeah, after I refresh it, you can see it accrued a little bit more. 14 up, 28 down, 2-to-1 ratio. You'll love to see it. And as for the comments, I mean, it's exactly what you would expect. I'm sure to look at the comments. It's more interesting than the game trailer itself. You have no honor. Pretty weird. They didn't post this on their X account. Yeah, exactly. For a 90-second video, I read the comment section, dropped this comment, and left. A samurai with no honor is not a samurai. R.I.P. Charlie Kirk. Your voice will live on. And yeah, man. It took them, what, 5 or 6 hours? 5 or 6 hours to post the video on Twitter. And as you can see, even on YouTube, like, it's barely getting any traction. Maybe there's another print of it out there. In fact, I would imagine what IGN or some of the other Access Media rags probably have the same trailer and they repost it. That tends to be what happens. But yeah, on a 16.5 million subscriber channel, maybe PlayStation is also going through YouTube woes like everybody else is. So, I can go ahead and understand that. But that ratio, that right there speaks volumes. People actively refunding their pre-orders already leans into the reports that we have heard about pre-orders in general for this game to be absolutely abysmal. But we still have a couple of weeks to go, and well, I could imagine if those numbers are as low as they're being reported right now, we're going to see quite a bit of damage control. But in regards to turning a blind eye to, even if it is a former developer on your project, and not saying anything about it like the rest of the fucking activist gaming industry, your goose is cooked. And a game that people were more than willing, because I was not alone in the people saying that, it could be good. Maybe you guys are just jumping to conclusions. All of that goodwill has fucking evaporated. And you know what? You get what you fucking deserve. Sucks to suck, I guess. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.